committed to you. Fox Carolina, the 6 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shale Remien. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock. And this just into our newsroom. A death investigation is underway in Haywood County. Emergency management tells us firefighters pulled a man's body from the Pigeon River just this afternoon. The medical examiner got to the scene just before 3 o'clock today in Canton. We do have a crew there as we speak to try and gather the very latest details. Of course, we'll pass that along to you on the 10 o'clock news. An Amber Alert suspect is still on the loose tonight. Please take a good look at your screen. Police are still looking for this guy, Jeremy Lemond, after he stole a 1-year-old. He has brown hair and blue eyes and reportedly kidnapped Liliana Lemond from Mint Hill, North Carolina. Now, thankfully, she's okay. She's been found safe, but Jeremy is still out there tonight. So if you know where he is, please call 911. And have you seen this teenager? His name is Alexandro Galloway, and Anderson County deputies are trying to find him and bring him home tonight. He was last seen yesterday along Green Valley Road in Star. He's wearing a multicolored pajama pant and a white shirt. So if you know where Galloway is, please call Anderson County Sheriff's Office. And crossing over state lines, Marion County deputies are searching for Alyssa Hayden. She's just 15 years old. She was also seen yesterday wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt. She's about 5'4" and has green and blue hair, according to deputies, as you can see in the picture. If you know where she is or who she might be with, please call McDowell County Sheriff's Office. And onto a developing story now. A Hendersonville man will spend the rest of his life in prison. Kenneth Mills was convicted of killing Lavers Brown back in 2018. It happened at a county park. The DA says Mills was fighting with the victim's girlfriend. Then more people got involved, and at some point, Mills shot Brown 10 times. Mills claimed self-defense, but the DA says evidence from the scene does not support that. And we now know who died right outside of this Food Lion distribution center Friday afternoon. The Greenville County Coroner's Office says he's just a teenager, 18-year-old Leobaro Garcia from Fountain Inn. We brought this scene to you out of Malden on Friday. Well, now just this weekend, the coroner says Garcia was operating a forklift at work when the incident happened. They said the forklift hit an overhead door and it caused it to fall right onto Garcia. The coroner's office says he died from blunt head trauma. Well, multiple fire stations responded to the Duke Energy nuclear plant in Oconee County early Saturday morning. A lot of you reached out to us about this. It was quite a concern out there for a, quote, unusual event. So that's the lowest nuclear emergency classification. Now, they found that out once they got to the scene because originally they thought a fire was in Unit 2 there, that the indicator's light was going off. But it turns out that was not the case. Now they're investigating why that indicator's light was on to begin with. Now to a shocking story out of Greenville County. This happened Saturday night. Deputies are investigating how 2 men wound up dead inside of a house along Stacy Drive. They responded just after noon on Saturday. We are staying in touch with law enforcement to figure out who these 2 men are as far as what led up to that shooting. And new from Union County, the sheriff's office tells us their deputies spent Saturday morning working with the sled bomb agent to investigate a threat there. Deputies say they responded to the Kangaroo gas station on South Main Street in the Jonesville area. And witnesses told deputies a man came into the store and said he had a bomb in his car. Now, it was this man right here, Michael Mannis. They say that he put out a bomb threat, and Mannis's car was found next to the gas pump with the doors open and the keys still inside. A bomb agent from SLED responded, but thankfully no explosives were found. But Mannis, as you can imagine, is charged with making a bomb threat and possession of narcotics. Well, tomorrow is a brand new start to the work week, and we want to check in with meteorologist Bob Trihey to figure out exactly what to expect. Good evening, Bob.
Well, good evening, Shale. Unfortunately, we're expecting maybe a little bit of a wintry mix as we start our day on Monday. I know it was a beautiful Sunday, but there are changes as we go into early Monday. Let's detail it. We do have that chance of that Monday morning wintry mix. Now, I think we will see rain moving in as we go into very late tonight into tomorrow morning, and some of that plain rain could mix with a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow. This is not going to be a big event, but it doesn't take much frozen precipitation to cause problems, and I'm thinking the the timing of this is 5 a.m. till about 10 a.m. So right in the heart of the rush hour tomorrow morning. So watch out for the possibility of some slick roads. And as far as the impact, once again, it's a low impact situation, but there's still a chance that we could see maybe a little bit accumulating sleet, a little bit of snow. The roads are cold, but I think temperatures will be above freezing. We were well above freezing today, 46 in Greenville, 47 in Greenwood, but another chilly day after a cold start, 48 in Toccoa, only 41 into Asheville. And here come these clouds marching in from the south. Much of the day was clear. Now the clouds are increasing out ahead of the next system we're watching. And temperatures are chilly into the 40s. It'll be a slow drop as we go into this evening thanks to the cloud cover. 45 in Hartwell and Anderson right now. Clemson 43, but 38 in Asheville and 36 into Waynesville. Fox Radar 3D not picking up on those low clouds building in, but they are. And you can see the deeper moisture now through much of Georgia into the low country, into the Midlands. That's moisture that is coming from an area of low pressure now off of Florida. That's going to be paralleling the coast as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. And we're going to be right on the edge of this system, and that's why we're looking at that chance of light precipitation as we go into Monday. Before this evening, you can see how the skies are beginning to cloud up with the low clouds. Where it stays clearer longer, it's going to be colder for you with temperatures near freezing. And that's a critical temperature as this rain and precipitation moves in as we go into tomorrow morning. Now, this particular model run, not as excited about that peach color, that wintry mix as previous runs, but still, we're looking at spotty rain, maybe a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow. But once again, this model has really backed off on that. And then really anything after 10 a.m. just turns to plain rain as temperatures do start to warm up. And then we're looking at some clearing as we go into the afternoon hours and on into the evening, as well as we're looking at partly cloudy skies. So your wake up weather on your Monday could be a little dicey, especially for you folks in the higher elevations, right around that 32-degree mark. You're looking at upper 20s in the mountains, but I think your chances of precip are lower. They're higher in the upstate, but look at the temperatures. They're above 32. That's key, but still watch out for little bursts of sleet or snow that could coat the roads a little bit. Tonight, increasing clouds, showers late, maybe that wintry mix by dawn, a low around 33, but rising temperatures as the clouds increase. And for the mountains, increasing clouds for you, a low around 24. So for your Monday, back to work and school, 8 a.m., it's going to be cloudy, spitting rain, and maybe a little bit of sleet and snow, 36. And then by noon, I think the sun will pop out a little bit, maybe a lingering shower, 41 by 4, 45. And in the mountains, watch out for a little bit of rain and snow in the morning, 27. By noon, 38, and by 4, right around 43. Much more on this little system coming up. And also, I'll have your work week forecast as well, which includes a warm-up, maybe a taste of spring by the end of the week, Shale.
Love to hear about the taste of spring, Bob. It's what we need, I feel like. In a COVID-19 update, we have an eye-opening number to share. More than 900,000 Americans have died from COVID-19. That's according to new data from Johns Hopkins University. Experts believe the true number is much higher than that. The CDC estimates between February 2020 and September 2021, the number of COVID-19 deaths were actually more than that, 30% higher. The CDC reports unvaccinated adults have 97 times greater risk of dying from an adult who is fully vaccinated. More than 3/4 of the U.S. deaths have been in ages over 65. Well, Greenville County Schools now offering free at-home tests for students. Here's a breakdown of what you need to know. Parents of elementary school students must pick up a test at the school or give permission for another adult to do so. Middle and high school students can pick up their own tests, but do need permission from their parents. This includes the kit, DHEC form, and instructions. Tests will not be administered at the school. And you'll want to stay connected with us through our free Fox Carolina News app. We are on the scene of an unfortunate death investigation out in North Carolina where a man was just pulled from the Pigeon River. We will have much more on that coming up on the 10 o'clock news, and another look at your 7-day week forecast coming up on the 10 o'clock news on Fox Carolina.